Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Pisces, this is your reading. Already I'm in the energy of like processing everything slow, really taking in information and sitting with it before you want to make a decision or really make up your mind about something. You don't want to feel rushed to make up your mind about something. That's already the energy that I'm getting so far. Also, I said we are going to move with grace. I put in the caption, we are going to move with grace for this reading and really take our time. So I am just going to give you guys a heads up. This one may be a little long. So if you want to listen to half of it in the beginning of the day, the other half at the end of the night, I completely understand. Or if you are like me, I am a fast talker. Usually, if you watch any of my other readings, I usually talk really, really fast. I'm a very fluent talker. So I listen to a lot of videos in 2 times speed. So if that works for you as well, you can do that too. But yeah, Pisces, we're going to hop right into it. Can't wait to see what's going on. Already cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. So let's see. Actually, we're going to start off with an Akashic Records card. This is what brings you closer to your soul's purpose, closer to your North Node, what you are really... It's what helps you to find out what will take you further, what will elevate you in life, okay? And if any of you guys are currently on like a soul's journey, really searching for what you're trying to, what's your purpose, like what am I meant to be doing while I am here on this earth, this deck is a really good, they have really, really good paragraphs and descriptions of what brings you closer to your North Node. So for Pisces, what do they need to know? See here for Pisces, this forgiveness. Oh, it looks like Bambi. Bambi could be significant to somebody. It could be your like favorite childhood movie or something like that. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone or maybe even yourself so you can stay on the right path of your highest potential. A lot of you guys really could need to forgive somebody, and that's what's holding you back. You know how I just said you could be taking your time. You're not trying to rush a decision about something, or you're just really taking your time. Maybe that's what you're taking your time with, forgiving somebody, but it's actually prolonging your hurt. It's prolonging your pain. Or there could have been something that you did that, you know, if you released it, I feel like this is looking like a sunset to me a little bit, but it's just the fact that it's still the full sun, which is reminding me of the sun card. I feel like you see how the deer is looking away from the sun. It's like you're looking away from the joy. You're looking away from the blessings that could come to you if you do truly forgive yourself. I feel like that was a huge message that I've never even thought about with this card before. It's kind of rare that this card even comes out. So Pisces, I feel like this is a direct message for some of you guys. Yeah, and if it's about forgiving a person, that's also about the joy too. You will have so much more joy in your life when you finally just forgive the person, not just for them, for yourself. That, I feel like a lot of people forget that. Like, yeah, somebody really, really hurt your feelings, or somebody really did something cruel, and you feel like it's the most unforgivable thing in the world. But you have to do it, not for the person's satisfaction, but you have to do it for you. All right, let's see. We're not going to do a 3-card pull or a 4-card pull. We're just going to see what comes out. For Pisces, what is their energy looking like for this December? The remainder of December for Pisces. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. What else with the 6 of Wands in the reverse? The 4 of Cups. Your energy. Okay, so a lot of you guys could be beating yourself up about something that you feel like you failed at. You guys could have tried to express yourself in a different type of manner. This could have been at your job. This could have been with your style, your appearance. This could have been some type of goal that you had set and it didn't come out the way you wanted. Or something was delayed for you and you're like, wow, I wish it moved sooner, or it just all out failed. And I feel like you're kind of in this, I'm reserved, I don't want to talk to anybody type of energy. The 4 of Cups is really being emotionally unavailable. I am sitting and reserving my thoughts to myself and my feelings to myself, and I don't want anybody to tell me how to feel about the situation is kind of what I'm getting here. What else? And then you did have the Emperor in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. That could be a very controlling person, a very somebody that likes to abuse their power. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if something within your job position came up, or just within your job in general, your career, something that you really wanted to work out for you didn't because your boss is rude or something happened with a very controlling person. The Six of Swords coming out at the bottom of the deck as your underlying energy. You are moving into a new era of peace come December. And look, you have the Ace of Pentacles right behind it. Yeah, I already knew. I was getting a feeling it was about your finances. It was about your job, your career. Yeah, so you are moving away very peacefully from whatever situation failed from you. Of course you're upset. Of course you feel some type of way about it. But nevertheless, you're going into a more peaceful state. You're not in very heavy frustration, and you do know that something else is coming along. You see how he's smirking and then the woman is up ahead in front? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know something else is coming along. Some of you guys could have been applying for a new job, but the Ace of Pentacles coming in here. Get ready. Strap yourself in, because a new opportunity is arriving for you and the confirmation is here. Also, if you guys are an entrepreneur, there could have been something that you have been building for a while that has took a lot of growth to develop, but now it's finally ready to it's finally ready to be in the stores. It's finally ready to get sold. You know what I mean? It's finally coming into fruition for you. Just period. What else? What else for Pisces? Oh, the Hierophant. Love that. Your first major arcana of the day. And then you have the Ace of Cups here, representing new love. 11:11 on the clock as I say this. Let's write that down. That's going to be our angel number of the day. But a new love, new romance. So come December, you could be having new feelings for someone, new romantic feelings for someone. But this is somebody coming in and overwhelming you, and you, in a way, in a good way, because you're going to be like, I didn't know that I could feel this much for a person. I didn't know that I could like a person this much. Or you could already be involved with somebody and you could already be feeling that way. Okay. The Hierophant here, a lot of you guys could be spiritual teachers. You could be, like activists and motivators. You could also practice tarot as well. You could be some type of spiritual practitioner. You could also be learning more spiritual things. You could have some type of teacher, some type of person that shows you wisdom and guidance. So that could be something that's coming up for you. Some of you guys could be going to some type of school. Also, but this is just about spiritual law. I feel like the more you learn, the more you ascend, and it's actually making you at your wisest point. Also, your values are changing. Like, things that you used to not care about, you're definitely starting to care about now. Old beliefs that you had, they're completely changing and looking like new beliefs now. Or if you still believe some of them, it's like you're adding on to them now. Like, oh, I know this piece of the puzzle, but now that I add this piece, everything's making sense. So this is really you in a spiritual ascension. Love to see that. Love to see that. What else for Pisces? Also, you could be, this Ace of Cups could be a new overwhelming love for yourself. You could have found some type of love within something spiritual and you completely just dove into it, and now you practice it every day. You meditate every day. You want to keep learning, and it's getting to the point where you may want to teach people whatever you have learned. Okay, so there's that. What else? What else for Pisces? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, a lot of you guys, like, when it comes to your money, something could have went topsy-turvy. Like something really could have happened within your finances, and I feel like it made you do like a little backpedal. That's why you're in this energy of like, I'm kind of upset, I'm kind of reserved, I really don't want anybody to tell me how to feel about it, because this is what I had such high hopes for and it failed. But like I said, nevertheless, don't be upset, because that Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities are coming to you. And this is your energy for the remainder of December. So just know you're going to get that callback, that email, that whatever you're waiting for of confirmation before the month is out. So it's like whatever setback you just faced, it's something to not trip about. What else? Yeah, and also I feel like forgiveness is already kind of resonating, because if you are beating yourself up because you're making yourself feel like a failure, this card is definitely for you to forgive yourself, okay? What else for Pisces? Knight of Pentacles. What did I literally just say in the beginning of the reading before I even started pulling cards? You're taking your time. When you're putting in your effort with something, you don't want to waste that effort. So you're like, from now on, my life and how I orchestrate it from here is going to be a specific type of path. And you're like, I know God really has the last say, you know, my journey, my path, it's already made out for me. It's already mapped out for me, but I want to take my time in how I execute it now. I don't want to move so fast anymore. You know what I mean? Also, Knights usually do rush, but when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, I'm moving strategical now, because I'm putting in more effort than what I have before. So let's imagine like before, when you didn't care, you didn't have as much to lose. So you were just freelancing. You were really being in that Knight energy, rush, rush, rush. I don't care. But now that you're really starting to take your time and take your effort, you're like, I actually have shit to lose now. I actually have things that I care about. And if it doesn't turn out for me, I am going to be upset, because it was meant to work out. I'm taking my time to perfect my craft now. I'm not rushing anymore. Also, a lot of you guys could have been really fast-paced throughout your life. I don't know if somebody ran track. I don't know if somebody was just always on the go. Some of you guys could be really fast drivers. Like, you could have even got a ticket before, Pisces. Okay. Sorry, y'all. But, yeah, a lot of you guys just could have always had a really fast-paced life, but now you're just finally starting to slow it down. And I love how I already felt that in the beginning of the reading. I don't know what it was, but just even prior to getting on here, I was just like, there's something about Pisces reading. I feel like I'm gonna really want to be mellowed out for y'all and really talk in a pace of how your life is going. Because sometimes when we rush, things don't even come out how we would really want it to if we really took our time and slowed down with it. Yeah. Wow. Y'all hear my other phone chiming? I know y'all do. This keeps coming out at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is somebody that wants to be heard. There could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag in your life, okay? That's very controlling, very manipulating. Somebody could also be very like possessive. They could always try to tell you what to do, how to do it. They try to dictate your life in some type of way. With the Six of Wands in the reverse, somebody could have tried to do something to you over and over again. This could be a hex. This could be speaking bad upon your life. This could be always trying to make you fail. Somebody could have been sabotaging whatever goals you had going for yourself. Okay, I don't know. And it's crazy that it kept coming out no matter how much I shuffled. Somebody just wants to make themselves known. They just want to make themselves known. So yeah. Whoever that fire sign is in your life, I feel like you need to get away from them, or you need to forgive them and fully move on, because that's really going to help something shift within y'all energy. If there needs to be a cord cut in between y'all, when you finally like tell them like, listen, I forgive you, but I still just don't want to deal with you, or I forgive you, but you were really, you know what? Honestly, you're not supposed to comment on people's character when you're trying to like be an adult and you're trying to show growth and you're trying to just de-escalate the conversation. So never attack a person's character. Let them know how you feel and then move on. Not what they were doing. Let them know your feelings. And I've actually been learning that myself as well. So yeah, I feel like if you want to let this person know, hey, I forgive you, but I still feel the same way. My feelings still remain the same, but I wish you a good life, whatever. I feel like that's, a very mature adult thing to do. But A lot of you guys that are still harboring that guilt, that anger, or that emotionally unavailable energy, like, I don't want to show this person how I'm feeling, or I don't want to tell them anything. I can't tell them that I forgive them because that's going to make me look like weak or something, in a sense. No, it's actually not. You need to do it so you can move on. Yeah, it's really just that simple. Yeah, and then the Eight of Swords in the reverse, they're overthinking the situation completely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This person is overthinking the situation. They're in their head about it. Also, there's some type of like self-awareness going on within this person. So they could be overthinking about themselves, how they came off so controlling, how they were so abusive mentally or physically or verbally, or all three. Yeah, somebody's overthinking the decisions they made, the choices they made. Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, the number 14 could be significant. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the number 11 could be significant. And the Ace of Cups with the 4, the number 5 could be significant as well. What else? What else for Pisces? What else for Pisces? Oh, the Justice. Wow. The truth is coming out. The truth is finally coming out about this person, and things are finally becoming fair in your favor. I feel like this person treated you really poorly. They treated you really unfair for a long time, but this is why the forgiveness card is your major arcana. If you don't forgive this person and forgive yourself for how long you dealt with them or how long you put up with their bullshit, because I feel like that's what it's genuinely about. I feel like you're beating yourself up for the time you invested or the time you put in with a person, or you're beating yourself up for how you let somebody control you. How could I let somebody do that to me? Like, how could I let this person do that? And I really stayed. Or how can I let somebody do that and not comment or defend myself or speak up for myself or tell them the truth about how I really felt? Whatever the case may be, Pisces, you have to forgive yourself first, and then you have to forgive them, because it's really hindering something within your growth. It's really hindering something with you. It's messing up your successes, your finances, something within your career, something within your life, this goal that you have set for yourself. It's actually messing that up. It's actually hindering that. Like, can you believe that? So yeah, it's time for the forgiveness to be there. And any truth about this person is being revealed. And this is Libra energy. We did have swords out there as well. So this could be a Libra, a Gemini, an Aquarius, a Aries, a Leo, a Sag. Heavy fire sign energy, though, I will say. And these are major arcanas. The Hierophant with the Justice. Yeah, this is all about law. You could be going to court with this person. This person could be facing bad karma while you're getting good karma. Okay. I feel like they thought something was going to go in their favor and it's not. Also, the divine is tapping in with the Hierophant here. Yeah, the divine is tapping in. So I feel like this person is really facing like spiritual backlash. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person, they could even be going to jail. Literally. Yeah, Nine of Swords. You have anxiety about the situation. You do. Especially if this person does have the potential to go to jail. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety revolving around that. This could also be you up really late at night. This could be nightmares as well. You could be having bad dreams. Yeah, like, that's what I'm really saying. I feel like somebody really played on your mental state a lot. So I'm kind of getting like mental abuse. 11:22 on the clock as I say that. So yeah, whoever this person is, just know that justice is being served for you. So all this worry, all this energy, it's time to forgive yourself, and it's time to forgive this person so your spirit can be peaceful. You don't ever got to talk to them again. You don't got to be involved with them again. That choice is fully yours. Okay. Some people grow and they evolve and they really change and they come out of them ways. I'm just here to be your anchor, to be your guide of advice. I'm not here to give you the confirmation of what choice to make and what to do. Okay. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion on it. Some people really do change and some people really don't. But at the end of the day, regardless if you choose to be with them or not, forgiveness is the key. And that's what's going to help you grow. Just period. I was going to get into the what's in the news deck, but we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to do that. We're going to leave it at this. So Pisces, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Y'all can't even talk. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated some type of way. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is super appreciated. And I love y'all. Like, and this reading, it sat very well with me. I feel very zen and peaceful after this reading. Like, honestly, I feel like I want to go like drink some coffee or some hot chocolate, something hot and soothing. Some of you guys could drink like hot drinks all the time, hot tea, hot coffee, whatever in the morning, whatever. But yeah. And this is also a morning reading, Pisces. So some of you guys could be morning people. But nevertheless, love y'all and see y'all next time. Bye.